second part-time job in 3 offices that I'm working in right now, and I'm really watching what the patients do, what the chiropractors do, and every weekend I'm out talking to everyone who will listen to me about chiropractic. And unfortunately, we still have a lot of work to do in this area. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, so what's the problem? A lot of people come into these offices, they stay for a short amount of time and they're gone. That's one model of chiropractic, but there's just so many that just don't follow through. And chiropractic has such the ability to help us squeeze every delicious drop out of life. In the long run, you just stick with it. So as I think about it, and I talk to people, I realize that one of the biggest problems is that if you ask people which of these columns chiropractic goes in, think about it for a moment. Where do you think most people are going to put chiropractors? Column A with the MDs, the plumbers, the computer repairman, auto shop, fire department, or column 2, personal trainer, nutrition consultant, hairstylist, gardener, oil changes. What do you think?
2.
You think it's going to be 2? Unfortunately, I want them to be here, but when I talk to people on the street that don't know chiropractic or that are going for short amounts of time, we're still stuck here. 90% of the people I talk to, they're here, except for the people in the know have somebody that's over here. But I'm talking to people on the street that really don't have a large understanding. And so this is what I hear in the office every single day. I hear, I need to cancel my appointment because it turns out my insurance doesn't cover it. Okay? Or, I'm feeling better, I don't need to come in today. Okay? So we're stuck in this whole thing where we're chasing symptoms. I call these the symptom chasers. Right? You go to an auto shop after your car already broke down. And then when it's running, you don't even think about it anymore. You call the fire department when you have the fire. Okay? And yet, when the fire's out, it's like you're done. You're just going to rebuild. Okay? Same thing with MDs. It's the symptoms. We're looking at the symptoms. Okay? And so I'm thinking about, well, why does this happen? What is going on that there's so many people that are still putting us over here in this column? And as I'm talking, as I listen to people talk about chiropractic, there's one thing that I hear all the time. I hear those amazing stories that are so important to profession, where someone jumped out of their wheelchair and they're doing the cha-cha the next day. Okay? Unfortunately, that's still like, I did 1 adjustment, I did 3 adjustments, and they're cured. And we need those stories. They're so important. But they plant that seed in their head of, oh, problem, fix. Problem, fix. Okay? So that's as far as we can get in our stories. Even what happened to me, it helped tremendously. But I'm not talking about that long, 2-year period where I just kept going. I'm talking about how I was cured in 6 months. And that still plants those seeds of symptom chasing. Okay? So the other big problem I think that we have is the insurance issue. Okay? Insurance is really, what is it? It's medicine performed by a chiropractor. As soon as we get to the insurance, that's what we're getting. They want to see the result, and then they're going to not cover it as soon as the person gets better. And yet we come in, like I said, we get all those people who call up, and they're just like, it's not covered anymore, I'm not going. Okay? So think about it. I mean, how many people called the oil changer and said, what? My car insurance doesn't cover it? I'm not coming, get my oil changed. But that's, it's silly to us. And when was the last time, you insisted that your personal trainer or your nutrition consultant took insurance? But you know that if you're on this side, that it's something that's going to make you feel incredible, or it's going to stop something from breaking. Okay, that's why we want to be over on that left side. We want to be over there. Okay, where it's the thing that we know we have to pay for up front, so that we can have a long and happy life, or our car won't break down, or we're going to look and feel our very best. Okay? So I'm thinking, well, how are we going to solve this problem? So what if we start adding and making sure we can still talk about those other stories, but what if we start talking about, hey, there were 50 people in my office that haven't been sick in 4 years. Okay? It's like, that's a huge difference. It's going to make such a difference. Like, whoa, that shows the people that we have the ability to stop things from happening in the first place. And what if we start talking about that 92-year-old and the 98-year-old who are still out there running marathons? It's like we don't hear these stories often enough. Okay? So I think that if we just keep the old stories and we make sure to add all these other pieces that people are really going to start seeing that we fit over here. Okay, and what if we trained our patients when they come in on that ROF? Okay, so it's like, everyone in the medical model understands a fever. Fever is, we're tracking the fever, but we're not going to treat that fever. We're going to try to find out what's wrong. There's 100 things that could cause a fever. Okay, and the temperature is only this measure to see when you're getting better. And if we, with our patients, if we start training them, hey, yes, we're going to monitor your symptoms, but we're not going to chase your symptoms. We're not going to, if your knee is hurting, maybe you're not going to have somebody come over and go click, 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 click on your knee, because that's, again, symptom chasing. Maybe it's going to be, hey, I'm going to tell you that's L4. L4 is related to knee problems. So I'm going to adjust here, okay, and I'm going to stay off the symptom. What if we took that extra second with our patients to educate in there? And our extra second, when they come in the office and they have to click on those things saying, this is what hurts, this is what hurts, this is what hurts. What if we're saying, we're not going to look at that, but we're going to keep track of that over time so that you can see you're getting better. Because all of those things in a patient's mind still keep us on this side over here. Okay, and if we can move most people into column 2, into seeing that it's the way that they can have every moment of life be incredible and in these little frail bodies, keep it going for the longest amount of time, I think it separates us from the doctors. And I think it really does what we need to do. So will you please join me? Just think about it. Let's get that stuff on that side and think about getting those patients to see that we really belong on the left.